Guys, write the ratio in its simplest form. Okay, if you imagine this was money, one person gets €4, the other person gets €8. For every euro the first person gets, how much does the second person get? Twice. Now, there's a really easy way of doing it. Okay, what I do is something like this: divide the smaller number by the bigger number, and what you get? 1 is to 2. So the answer is 1.2. For every €1 you get, the other one gets 2. Now, look at number 11. Okay? Question 11 even. 40 is to 50. Get 40 divided by 50 in your 40 divided by 50. Now what happens then? You just get rid of 0, and what happens next? 4 over 5, which is the same ratio as 4 is to 5. Isn't that easy, isn't it? One person gets €4 for every single person, the other person gets €5. Garrett? So, the way I do these is I express them as a fraction in their lowest term. So, for example, number 20 would be 20 over 100. I realise that the zeros cancel. Then 2 divided by 10, 2 will divide into both of them. So we get 1 over 5, which means the answer is 1 is to 5. Moving on. Okay. Now, for the most part, these questions are easy, but where you might get caught on is what's called conversions. Okay, so for example, number 26, centimeters aren't comparable to meters. You got to change meters into. Okay, so 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. 2 meters equals 200 centimeters. So it's going to be 75 is to 200. Then you're going to do 75 divided by 200. Now, think of a number that will divide into both. 25. 25 goes from the top 3 times and into the bottom 8 times. It's a ratio of 3 is to 8. Okay, moving on. The next one after that will be, let's say, I'll do the kilograms and tons one. Now, a ton is, anybody know? 1,000 kilograms. So if I say an animal weighs 5 tons, it's 5,000 kilograms. Okay? Which is quite a big animal. Now, what we're going to do next here, guys, is we're going to see, okay, 1.5 tons will be 1,500. You multiply by 1.5. Okay? So it's going to be 800 bracket 1,500. Same thing as 800 divided by 1,500. What happens? Cancel. Any number that will divide into 8 and 15 at the same time? No? Okay, so the answer is 8 is to 15. Now, they try and make this a bit harder, okay? Now, to make this harder, what they're going to do is this. They're going to give you an example where they give you, oh, this is A, and this is B, and this is C. And they're going to go, for example, part 4. Find the ratio of A plus B is to 2C minus A. Now look, what is A plus B?
10.
4 plus 6 is 10. What's 2 times C? 2 times 12 is?
24.
Now what's 24 minus A?
20.
20. They want you to find the ratio 10 is to 20, which is the same thing as? 1 is to 2. Okay, that's how they make it trickier. So you got that for number 35? Yeah?
That's a hard one.
Not yet. Okay. 37. A girl, Orson, is 15 years old and her father is 45 years old. Calculate of the ratio of the girl's age to her father's age. 15 is to 45. It's the same thing as? Anybody know? 1 is to 3. You can divide top and bottom by 15. Or if you don't know your tables that well, divide by 5 first and you get 3 over 9, and then 3 over 9 is 1 is to 3. Now, the girl's age to her father in 5 years' time. In 5 years' time, she's, and he's, so 20 is to 50 for part 2. Same thing as 2 is to 5. 20 divided by 50, 2 is to 5. Okay? Find the father's age to the Girl's age 3 years ago. 3 years ago would mean what? What are their ages then? 12 and 42. So we're going to have 12 is to 42. Okay, now guys, what is 12 is to 42? Let me see. 6 is to what? 6 is to 21. Same thing. Go again. Divide by 3. 2 is to 7. Okay, 2 is to 7. Now finally, last question. A football pitch has a length of 120 meters and a width of 80 meters. Calculate the ratio of its length to its width. Length comes first, width comes second. 120 is to 80. What do we do there? 120 divided by 80. Zeros go away. 12 divided by 8. Divide by 4 and we get 3 is to 2. 3 dot dot 2. Some of you might have spotted to divide by 40 right away and you get 3 is to 2 that way. Find the ratio of its length to its perimeter. What does perimeter mean? Perimeter means a lap of the full pitch. If I was to say we're out doing training and I said guys you need to do a lap of the pitch, the distance you'd cover is 120 plus 80, 200 plus another 200, you'd cover 400 meters in total. Now, length to its perimeter means length comes first and perimeter comes second. 120 is to 400. And what do we need to do here? 120 divided by 400. What can we strike off? Strike off the zeros. What number will divide into 12 and 40? 4. It goes 3 over. 3 is to 10. Now, where they'll try and get you is in the language. Perimeter to its width. Which one comes first this time? Perimeter dot dot width. And what do we get here? 400 is to 80. And how much times bigger is 480? And 10 is to 2 is to? Same thing as? What's 40 divided by 8? 5 over 1, which is 5, which is 5 is to 1. Okay guys.